15% arable land. We have all these import bills that we have to deal with. But the people must eat, and the food must be affordable, accessible. That's what he has been dealing with. I want to focus on now the issue of saying the out-of-pocket expenses, for example, for education. When you increase the budget to education by over 100 billion shillings, you've then sorted the people that they don't have to spend so much money on education. Is that the reality? We have still seen delayed disbursement of capitation funds to schools. By the time schools were closing, many head teachers were issuing a warning and saying, if we don't receive money from the government for capitation, we have to get it from you parents, because their children will be coming back to schools in January.
I will go back to the issue that whatever we generate as revenue is not able to sustain this economy. When we have 7 out of the 10 that we are assuming that we are generating 10 shillings per month, if we are using 7 shillings on debt, 3 shillings is going to paying salaries, travel expenses, current expenditure, so to speak. You realize we have no money to spend on development. We have no money to spend even on schools, like infrastructure projects. So there is a big challenge. And there is need to just quickly see what interventions the government can put in place to turn around this. And the shortest measures that the government can take, I'm looking at it. I would really want to be very sober in this discussion, and maybe you can just discuss the same and tell us, even us as Wananchi, we also can advise and say, maybe we feel that this can be done differently. But if I was sitting on that position as maybe the end of finance, to be very honest, the shortest, the quick measures you can take is increase taxes. And also try to renegotiate this debt. Maybe it might take some time before the financiers accept that they are going to give you like a longer period to pay the debt, or even to maybe restructure the interest rate, which might not even happen. The quick measures that we can take is also maybe the government-to-government procurement process, like what we are having in fuel. Maybe there are countries like that would want to come in also and support our education system. But we ensure that the sourcing is properly done at the minimum with good intentions also. And the team that is that maybe sits to structure this does it with goodwill, without pockets of a lot of maybe money getting lost through other ways.
But then, Beatrice, and also, so with all those then, has the president's administration addressed the cost of living in 2023?
Partially it has. I can say partially it has, because...
Is it by government action, or is it by godly action that we got the rain?
No, the government had an intervention, because, like, for example, when you look at the cost of fertilizer, to be very honest, it was going for 6,000. Currently, the fertilizer was at 3,000. Currently, is going for 2,500. The challenge I see is that the distribution channel or route to market has still not been sorted out. I come from Meru. So if fertilizer is just kept at the one central NCPB branch, the farmer who is 20 kilometers away, because many farmers who have arable land are like 20, 15 kilometers away, they will still need transport, and also maybe the channel of distribution is not properly streamlined. The farmer will still have to go to town today. They don't, maybe the queue is so long, they don't come tomorrow. So eventually the cost will be high. So they need to check on how the route to market can be taken directly to the ward level, maybe through the chief's proper channel of distribution, so that the farmer also doesn't suffer. Of course.
But don't you think that's a problem? It's a problem that you have to advise the government on simple things as distribution of a commodity that they're saying this is what is going to address the cost of living. The government has structures from national level to a village headman.
What they need to do is now to devolve the county aggregation centers to the ward levels, and I'm sure it is possible. It can be quickly done. But we have a challenge because also there's a lot of bureaucracy in government. I have experience of serving in the corporate sector. I worked in Coca-Cola at the end of supply chain, so I know how you find Coca-Cola produced today and tomorrow is in the kiosk in the village. But government has a bit of very bureaucratic systems. Before you